Students who have joined this virtual class are requested to switch on their video and audio. Srirampur Girls School, please switch on your video and audio. Nimpit Ramakrishna Vidya Bhavan, all the boys are asked to sit properly. ঠিক করে বসো, ওই যে যে ঘুরে বসেছিলে তাকে বলছে ঠিক করে বসতে। All the other schools are requested to switch on their video and audio. Srirampur Girls School and the other school whose name is not prominently visible, you are all asked to switch on your video and audio. I hope I'm meeting students of class 11, right? Nimpit, why don't you switch on your microphone? Nimpit Ramakrishna Vidya Bhavan, kindly switch on your microphone. Boys, kindly switch on your microphone. Okay, in the Srirampur Girls School, anyone please step forward from Srirampur Girls School. Hello. Anyone from Srirampur Girls School, please take the microphone. Girls, kindly take the microphone. Anyone? Hello, Srirampur Girls High School. Anyone please come forward and...
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can't see you. Can you come in front of the camera? Kindly come in front of the camera. Hello, kindly come in front of the camera. I can't see you. Please come in front of the camera. Srirampur Girls High School, you're requested, the girl who was speaking is requested to come in front of the camera.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can't see you. Where are you? Yes, yes, yes. All right. So in the last class, yes, I can see you now. Okay, okay. In the last class, I think we had discussed Astrologer's Day, right? Okay. So can you tell me what are the other pieces that are there in the syllabus?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the other texts that are there in the syllabus?
Sir, there are bangle sellers, Swami and Mother worship, Amarnath, Second Coming, Westminster Bridge.
Okay, okay, okay. ওয়েস্টমিনস্টার ব্রিজের আগে একটা কি বললি, মানে গল্প কি কি আছে একটু বলো তো, প্রোস পিস কি কি আছে?
গল্প আছে মাদার এন্ড স্বামী এন্ড মাদার ওয়ার্শিপ, অমরনাথ, আর অ্যাস্ট্রোলজি ডে তো আগের দিন হয়েছে, এই দুটো বাকি আছে।
আচ্ছা, অমরনাথ, এইটা একটু টেক্সটে বার করো তো, অমরনাথের। Is it by Sister Nivedita? Yes, anyone, the girl who was speaking, please come forward and start reading the text. Can you introduce yourself first?
High school.
I can't hear you. Can you repeat yourself? I can't hear you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, sir. I'm Shushmita Nath from Srirampuर Girls High School.
Okay, Shushmita. Please start reading the text.
Amarnath by Sister Nivedita. It was in the course of an open-air meal in the Mughal gardens at Achabal that Swami suddenly announced that he would go to Amarnath with his pilgrims and take his daughter with him. Within our little party, there was too much feeling of delighted congratulations for any obstacle to be put in the way of the fortunate member, and aided thus as well as by the state officer in charge of the journey, preparations went forward for this unique experience. Kashmir seemed in those weeks to be full of pilgrims. We left Achabal and returned to our boats at Islamabad for final arrangements, and everywhere we saw the march of gathering hosts. It was all very quiet and orderly and picturesque. তো এই স্পেলিংটা একটু বলবেন?
Picturesque.
Picturesque. 2,000 or 3,000 people would encamp in a field and leave it before dawn, with no trace of their occupation save the ashes of their cooking fires. They carried a bazaar with them, and at each halting place, the pitching of tents and opening of shops took place with incredible rapidity. Organization appeared to be instinctive. A boat street would run through the middle of one part of the camp, and here no one could buy dried fruits, milk, dal,
Here
and
one could
rice.
buy. দেখো ভুল পড়লে, here one could buy.
Sorry, sir. Here one could buy dried fruits, milk and dals and rice. The tent of their
তহসিলদার.
the tent of the Tehsildar
তহসিলদার.
with that of the Swami on one side and my own on the other was generally placed near some advantageous spot for the lighting of the evening fire, and thus his neighborhood tended to form a social center.
All right, stop. Now, can you tell me what actually is happening? What is being described here?
স্যার অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই স্টোরিটা আমার ঠিকঠাক ভাবে পড়া নেই, তো যেটুকু পড়ে আমি বুঝতে পারলাম যে এখানে সিস্টার নিবেদিতা এটি লিখেছেন এবং এখানে স্বামী বিবেকানন্দকে নিয়ে নিশ্চয়ই কিছু আলোচনা করা হয়েছে এবং এখানে কোনো একটা ক্যাম্প হচ্ছে যেটার কথা বলা হয়েছে এবং সেটার পুরো ডেসক্রিপশন দেওয়া হয়েছে যে কোথায় কি কি করা হচ্ছে এবং কি কি হচ্ছে সেখানে, অ্যান্ড ওনারা যা যা ওখানে করেছিলেন সেই জিনিসগুলো এখানে বর্ণনা করা হয়েছে।
মানে এটা কিসের ক্যাম্পটা কেন করা হচ্ছে, কোথায় যাওয়ার কথা হচ্ছে?
অমরনাথে যাওয়ার জন্য।
অমরনাথে যাওয়ার জন্য কারা কারা যাচ্ছেন? প্লিজ লুক এট the first paragraph and tell me who have decided to go to Amarnath. Who are the people?
Swami Vivekananda and Sister Nivedita.
And Read the first line of the first paragraph.
It was in the course of an open-air meal in Mogul Gardens at Achabal that the Swami suddenly announced that he would go to Acha with the pilgrims and take his daughter with him. Yes, Sister Nivedita, Swami Vivekananda, his daughter, and with the other pilgrims.
Please stick to Swami. Don't say Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda did not have a daughter. All right, say Swami. Is that clear? Okay. Now tell me what is being described in the second paragraph. একবার মন দিয়ে একটু দেখো দেখে বলো. What is being described in the second paragraph? You are right that a tent is being described in the second paragraph. And how the tent was organized, what are the activities going on. So can you just briefly tell me the activities that are going on in the tent? Just quickly read the paragraph and tell me what are the activities that are being described.
There were final arrangements were going on. There were 2 or 3,000 people. And the Sister Nivedita saw that there were march of gathering hosts. And
and what were they basically doing? Two or 3,000 people would encamp in the field and leave it before dawn, with no trace of their occupation save the ashes of their cooking fires. So what were they doing? They were cooking a meal, right?
Yes, sir.
They were in the tent. They had brought their utensils. They had brought their vegetables. They have brought their, food, and they were trying to cook it and have a meal before they would embark further on their journey. Right? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, thank you. Now, hand over the mic to someone else. Ask her to please come forward. Yes, please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Shravanita Naik, and I am a student of class 11A.
Your name is Shrabonika.
Navonita Naik.
Nobonita.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. Nobonita, you see in the second paragraph of the story, there are a list of items that could be bought in the camp. Can you name the list of items which one could buy in the camp? Towards the end of the second paragraph, there are a list of items. There are a list of food items that could be bought.
Sir, dried fruits, milk, dals, and rice.
Very good. And can you tell me, again, the answer is in the second paragraph. Where did Swami lodge? What was the lodging arrangement made for Swami? Where did Swami stay in the night? In the camp, where did he stay?
They stayed.
No, I'm asking about Swami. I'm asking about Swami. Where did Swami stay?
He stayed the middle of one part of the camp.
Take the mic closer to your mouth. Take the mic closer to your mouth. I can't hear you.
Sir, question ta arekbar bolben?
Where did Swami stay in the camp? What was the arrangement that was made for Swami? Read the last line of the second paragraph.
A broad street would run through the middle of one part of the camp. Swami, this is the tent of the Tehsildar with that of the Swami on one side.
Yes. So Swami stayed in the tent of the Tehsildar on one side of the tent of the Tehsildar.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Now, can you read the third start reading from the third paragraph.
There were hundreds of monks of all the orders with their Gedua tents, some no larger than a good-sized umbrella, and among these, the Swami's influence appeared to be magnetic. The more learned of them swarmed about him at every halting place, filling his tent and remaining absorbed in conversation throughout the hours of daylight. The talk on their side, he told us afterwards, had been all of Siva, and they had remonstrated with him seriously. When he had insisted occasionally on drawing their attention to the world about them, even foreigners, they were men. Why make such distinctions between Swadesh and Videsh? Nor could many of them understand the warmth of his love and sympathy for Mohammedanism.
Stop. Stop. All right. Can you tell me what is being discussed? And how was Swami received by the other monks? You just read the answer. Why? How was Swami received by the other monks?
They the monks always talked about all of Siva with Swamiji.
No. How was he received? That is fine. What did you talk about is fine. But how was he received? Did the other monks ignore Swami? Read the first two lines.
When he had insisted occasionally on drawing their attention to the world about them, even foreigners
Read
here.
the first two lines of the third paragraph.
There were hundreds of monks on the orders with their Gedua tents, some no larger than a good-sized umbrella, and among these the Swami's influence appeared to be magnetic.
Then, how did they welcome Swami? Were they very happy to see Swamiji?
Yes, they were happy.
Yes, and what did they do? All of them gathered in his tent and they were all discussing about the cult of Shiva.
Yes, sir.
Even foreigners were coming to him. Isn't that so? দেখো এই যেখানটা পড়লে, even foreigners, they urged, were men. Why make distinctions between Swadesh and Videsh? When he had insisted occasionally on drawing their attention to the world about them. So you see, they were all talking about the cult of Shiva. And all the monks who were present in the camp were very happy to find that Swami was there. And all of them thronged in the camp of Swamiji. They were all talking about the cult of Shiva. So Swami proved to be very influential. And everybody seemed to throng him up. Everybody wanted to talk to him, to discuss with him. So he was very popular. So he was very warmly received. That is what I wanted. All right. Okay. Thank you. Now, Beargram High School. Thank you. You may take your seat. Thank you. Beargram High School, can you kindly switch on your audio? Beargram High School, kindly switch on your audio. Beargram High School, am I audible? Beargram High School. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I can't see you. Can you move towards a little left? Move towards your left a little more. I can't see you. আমি এখনো দেখতে পাচ্ছি না তোমাকে। আরেকটু সরে এসো। তোমার বাঁ দিকে আরেকটু সরে এসো। আরো সরে এসো। Yeah, ask the girl to shift. Yes. Okay. Now, can you introduce yourself? Kindly introduce yourself. What is your
Mohua
name?
Ghosh.
Yes, sorry.
Mohua Ghosh.
Mohua. All right, Mohua. Please go to the text named Amarnath by Sister Nivedita. You have the text with you, right? Hello, do you have the textbook?
Yes, sir.
All right. So turn to chapter entitled Amarnath by Sister Nivedita.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, third paragraph. Start reading from the same otherworldliness that made Swades and Vides from that section. From the middle of the third paragraph. Yes.
Nor could many of them understand the wisdom of his love and sympathy for
Mohammedism.
Muhammad.
Mohammedism. Yes.
The some other wood lines that made Swades and Vides
Indistinguishable.
Instrugible also prevent the simple souls from firmly conceiving of a unity in which Hindu and Mohammedan were the but rival elements. The soil of the
rival elements.
Rival elements. The soil of the Punjab, they agreed, was recent.
They argued
Was recent with the blood of these who had
of
died.
Those আস্তে আস্তে পড়ো, ভুল পড়ছো সবটাই, আস্তে আস্তে পড়ো।
Of those who had died for the faith here and
faith.
Faith.
Who had died for the faith.
Died for the faith here at last let him practice a narrow orthodoxy in orthodoxy and answer to his as become on who was in fact an anachronism of the future. The Swami made those practical constitution of the moment that were expressive of this love for the burden and dropped his principles home to their midst with the greater force and vehemence, but as he told the tale of his warm discussion, the foreign maid could not help with some
amusement.
Nothing the products that the Tahsildar himself and many officers and servants of the pilgrimage had the Muslims and this no one had demand of the objecting to their entering the cave with the Hindu worshipper. On the arrival at
ultimate arrival to the shrine.
On the ultimate arrival at the shrine, the Tahsildar come afterward in date with a group of friends, being formal acceptance by the Swami and disgrace and in this no one seemed to find anything
Incongruous.
incongruous of surprising.
আচ্ছা বেশ বেশ থামো। আচ্ছা এবার কি পড়লে এর মানে বলতে পারবে? What did you just read out? Can you tell us the meaning of what did you just read out? You read out a passage, right? Can you tell me the meaning of what you just read out? বাংলাতে বললে হবে। Can you just summarize what is happening? Anyone else in the class who can summarize Beargram High School? Your friend just read out a passage. Can anyone in the class summarize what is happening in the passage? Anyone? বাংলাতে বললেও হবে। All right, can anyone? Yes, বলো বলো।
অন্য ছাত্ররা বলতে চেয়েছিল যে তারা তো মানে মুসলিমরা তো আমাদের শত্রু, তা আমাদের সঙ্গে কেন বন্ধুর মতো ব্যবহার করছে।
এরকম কথা কোথায় বললো? আচ্ছা আর আর কি মনে হচ্ছে? একটা হলো, আর যদি এটা ঠিক হয়নি আমি বলছি ঠিক করে, তার আর আর কি মনে হচ্ছে?
আমার হয়নি।
হ্যাঁ
এটা আমাদের হয়নি এখন।
না সেটা নাই হতে পারে, তোমার পড়ে তো কিছু মনে হবে। Anyone from the boys? Anyone who wants to point out what is being suggested in the text? Acha, can anyone from Srirampur Girls High School tell me what is being suggested in the text? Your friend from Beargram High School just read out a passage. Anyone from Srirampur Girls High School, can you give me a rough summary of what is being suggested in the passage? Anyone? Do you want to try? Anyone who wants to attempt, please come forward. Yes, come in front and take the mic. First, introduce yourself and then summarize. Yes, I can see you.
Hello, sir.
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Diya Bhattacharya. I'm
Diya.
from
Yes, you're from, please continue.
Srirampur Girls High School and I'm reading in class 11.
Okay,
So,
Diya, can you summarize the passage that your friend just read out?
Sir, বাংলাতে বলতে পারবো তো?
Yes, yes, yes.
কতটা থেকে বলবে একটু বলে দেবেন?
ওই যে এইখান থেকে একটু বলো তো, এই যে why make such distinctions between Swadesh and Videsh? তারপর থেকে বলো, তারপর থেকে।
নরপুর থেকে।
Absolutely.
তো এখানে যে অধিকাংশরা সব মানে স্বামীজি যখন তাদের মানে মনোযোগটা পৃথিবীর তাদের সম্বন্ধে নিয়ে যাওয়ার চেষ্টা করতো, তারা তখন স্বামীজিকে গভীরভাবে ভৎসনা করতেন এই বিষয়ে। তারা বলতেন কেন স্বদেশ এবং বিদেশের মধ্যে পার্থক্য করব, তারাও তো মানুষ। কিন্তু এই লোকেরাই আবার এই নিরীহ আত্মাগুলো আবার বুঝতে পারতেন না যে হিন্দু এবং মুসলমান একটা খণ্ডেরই দুটি বিভক্ত খণ্ড। তো তাদের মধ্যে বুঝতে পারছেন না, এবং অনেকে তাদের মধ্যে এটাও বুঝতে পারছেন না স্বামীজির ভালোবাসা মানে মুসলিম সম্প্রদায়দের উপর। আর তারা এটাও বলতেন যে পাঞ্জাবের মাটিটা ধর্মের জন্য যারা প্রাণ দিয়েছে তাদের রক্তে প্লাবিত। আর এবং এখানে তাদের এই মানে এখানে তাদের এইগুলির জন্য মানে তাদের এরকম মানসিকতার জন্য তাকে কিছু জিনিসকে এড়িয়ে চলতে হতো, যেগুলি তার মানে ভাতৃসম সন্ন্যাসীদের প্রতি তার ভালোবাসাগুলিকে প্রকাশ করতো। আর যেগুলো মানে এই মানে নিয়ম যেগুলো তিনি এড়িয়ে চলতেন, এগুলির মাধ্যমে তার যে নিয়ম কানুন এবং তার যে আদর্শটা সেটা খুব মানে সহজ ভাবেই তাদের মধ্যে মানে তাদের মস্তিষ্কের মধ্যে প্রবেশ করে যেত। এমনকি মানে এখানে যারা আর কি তীর্থযাত্রী এমনকি তহসিলদাররাও তারা কখনো ভাবতে পারেননি যে তারা কখনো আর কি কোনো হিন্দু মানে হিন্দু আচার্য গুরু বা কোনো ব্রাহ্মণের গুহায় প্রবেশ করতে আর কি বাধা পাবেন, কারণ এটা সম্ভব ছিল না। এমনকি তহসিলদার এবং তার বন্ধুরাও পরবর্তীতে স্বামীজির কাছে শিষ্যত্বে গ্রহণ করবার জন্য এসেছিল এটা, এবং এতে কেউ কখনোই হতচকিত ছিল না, কারণ এটা সেখানে খুব সাধারণ ভাবেই সবাই এটা নিয়েছিল।
Achha, very good. You're on the right track. Okay, thank you, Dia. Take your seat. Now you see, let me try and what Dia just suggested is in the right track. Let me try and point out what I think of the passage, and to a large extent, Dia's reading is correct. Now, let me read from this section. Why make such distinctions between Swadesh and Videsh? Nor could many of them understand the warmth of his love and sympathy for Mohammedanism. Now you see, there were many people who were present, and there were many people who were conversing with Swamiji, and they had all gathered there because they are going on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Lord Shiva at Amarnath. Now, Lord Shiva is a Hindu god, right? However, the other monks, the other pilgrims who had gathered there in order to talk with Swamiji, they could not understand why Swamiji had so much of love, affection, and sympathy for the Muslims. Mohammedanism mane the Muslim religion, the cult of the Muslim. The same other worldliness that made Swadesh and Videsh indistinguishable also prevented these simple souls from formally conceiving of a unity in which Hindu and Mohammedan were but rival elements. Now you see, the pilgrims who had gathered, they are simple people. Their only reality is the worldly reality. They are not spiritual. They are incapable of understanding and adoring the spiritual reality of human lives. You see, all these religions are man-made, right? God did not create religions. We created religions. We created different faiths. And when I say I am a Hindu, he is a Muslim, he is a Christian, he is a Sikh, I am creating divisions. We are forgetting our basic identity, which is we are all human beings. We are dividing and subdividing ourselves in the name of religion. And all these divisions are man-made. All these divisions are a reflection of the material reality rather than the reflection of the one spiritual reality. What is that one spiritual reality? That God is one and we are all human beings. So I may be a Hindu, someone may be a Muslim, someone else may be a Christian. I may be worshipping Shiva, you may be worshipping Allah, someone else might be worshipping the Lord, but we are basically worshipping the same, divine principle, and we are all human beings. The problem with these pilgrims is that they have forgotten this reality because they are so much enmeshed in the material reality, in the material world, and they are unaware of the spiritual unity and the non-material unity, which is that God is one and we are all human beings. Because they are simple people, they do not understand this greater reality. And therefore, they fail to conceive of a unity where Hindus and Muslims, in fact, all people belonging from all religions of the world, stay in perfect harmony. The soil of Punjab, they argued, was drenched with the blood of those who had died for the faith. Now, there are many Punjabi people, martyrs, who had died in order to save the religion of the Sikhs, which is Sikhism. And therefore, they wanted to distinguish themselves. Why? Because they said, many of my forefathers have died in order to defend my religion. Therefore, how can I suspend my religious identity and embrace only my human identity? Why are these people, these pilgrims, saying so? এরা কেন নিজেদের ধর্মীয় আইডেন্টিটি থেকে বেরিয়ে আসতে পারছেন? তার প্রধান কারণ হচ্ছিল এরা যে স্পিরিচুয়াল রিয়ালিটি সেটা সম্বন্ধে অবগত নয়। সেই স্পিরিচুয়াল, সেই আধ্যাত্মিক সত্যটা কি, যে আমরা সকলেই মানুষ এবং আমরা সেই একই ঈশ্বরকে পূজা অর্চনা করছি, সেই একই সত্যকে আমরা অন্বেষণ করছি। কেউ হয়তো সেটা শিবের নামে করছে, কেউ সরস্বতীর নামে করছে, কেউ আল্লাহর নামে করছে, কেউ লর্ডের নামে করছে, কিন্তু আমরা সেই একই সত্য, সেই একই ভগবানের পূজা অর্চনা করছি। কিন্তু যেহেতু এই সত্যিটা আমাদের কাছে গৃহীত নয়, আমরা সাধারণ মানুষ, আমরা যা দেখি, যা মেটেরিয়াল রিয়েলিটি যা দেখি সেটাকেই বিশ্বাস করি, আধ্যাত্মিক সত্য সম্বন্ধে আমরা অবগত নই। তাই জন্য আমরা একটা ইউনিটির কথা কল্পনা করতে পারছি না, যেখানে সব ধর্মের মানুষ একইভাবে সম্প্রীতির সঙ্গে বসবাস করছে, যেখানে কোনো ভাগ নেই, যেখানে কোনো ডিভিশন নেই। সেই সত্যটা রিয়েলাইজ করতে, সেই সত্যটা ভাবতে আমাদের বেগ পেতে হচ্ছে, কিন্তু স্বামীজিকে বেগ পেতে হচ্ছে না। বোঝা গেল? এই ইজ দিস ক্লিয়ার? Beargram High School, kindly someone respond, is this clear? Srirampur
sir.
Girls, is this clear? Srirampur, is this clear? Srirampur Girls High School, did I make sense? আমার কথাটা কি বোঝা গেল?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for attending the class. Thank you so much for being interactive. We will continue with this piece, with this text in the next class. Right? Thank you so much. You may leave the class. Thank you so much.